I'm gonna.
Two podcasters in the modern day are suddenly whisked through time and space to a world known as the Ghetto Era, an alternate timeline of Japanese history where hip-hop meets feudal Japanese culture. Watch as the nonchalant Selikujo works hand in hand with the energetic Juice Lee in order to spread the word of the legendary Cuban Linx. Hello, I'm so sorry I cut you off near the intro and all that. We good? We're good? We're good? Okay, I'm not canceled yet. Awesome, great. So, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Juice of the Cuban Linx, and as you see, we're down in Dreadhead today. Sal, he's busy, doing his thing right now, so I'm holding it down for a couple weeks right now. And if anything, welcome to the Cuban Linx Podcast. I am here today with AnimeInkArt. Introduce yourself. Talk about yourself, Queen.
Hi, my name is Lizzie from AnimeInkArt. I have my art brand. I traditionally draw and digitally edit to make my own anime-inspired art. I also cosplay. I also do my podcast, which I didn't say it was a podcast at first, but it is AnimeInkArt Live Talks, where I talk with different people in the Blur community about their journey in content creation, how we can support each other. I've been doing that since September 2023, and it's been fun. There's a multifaceted creator with podcasting on the side.
Yo, that's amazing. It's the most multifaceted part for me. Honestly, it's great to see like creators that are able to delve within different art styles, and you being able to, as an artist, as a cosplayer, and as a podcaster all together. It's amazing. I mean, I'm just having a hard time with the podcasting part, but you got it all figured out.
Not all figured out. I'm trying my best.
And that's all we can do, right? And if anything, of course, it's time for me to introduce myself. My name is Juice, aka Leonardo DiCaprio, aka Juice Lee Garuma, as a JJK fan, aka Mr. 5 Stars, 5 étoiles, 5 estrellas, Fun Verstern for all my Germans out there, and Panstado for all my Gujaratis. You know what it is. And we are the Cuban Linx Podcast, your home for everything that is blurred, gaming, and anime. So you can say we're in, or if you mix that around, if it's blurred, anime, and gaming, you can say we're in our bag. B-A-G, ha ha ha. Yes, I got a million jokes. And today we're going to start with the video game news before anything else. So let me get that up on the screen. Let's see, window, boom. All right, so Miss Lizzie, quick question. How are you feeling about Pragmata so far? Have you gotten to play it? Have you seen any footage of it?
I've seen footage of it. I haven't got to play it yet, but it seems interesting. I'm looking forward to see gameplay of it and everything.
Oh, for sure. I've seen plenty of gameplay. I'm loving it so far. Even the hacking segments. I thought they would throw me off, but I've talked to other people who play the game and they love it. But today I wanted to get into something a little different about Pragmata, and that's the fact that as much as it's a game that everyone loves, there has been some controversy around the game. And so looking into this article by Ken Shepard, let's see if we can go through it. So he talks about how the first time he played Pragmata was in Summer Game Fest 2025, but the one thing I wanted to talk about is this. The trouble with discussing topics like this is that the anticipation of something insidious is sometimes more frightening than anything actually happening on screen. And regardless of what Capcom's intent was, Diana has unfortunately been subject to sexualization online. Yes, and it's heartbreaking to hear. Particularly Capcom then wittingly or not stepped on a rake with the Twitch badge that some believed was a dog whistle. Oh wow, okay, I didn't even know that part. I won't look into that part because I'll probably have to clean that out. But even if it wasn't meant to be, so pretty much what it's looking like is Diana the character. Hang on. So Diana, this beautiful child, adorable kid here, has been sexualized, and the big issue with that is that a lot of people tend to not see the issue in that, especially given how things have been translating into today's society of just of especially women of all ages being seen, at least from what I understand, and please, catch me if I'm wrong, women of all ages being seen as being objectified and often being reduced to their parts in ways. And so I think it's heartbreaking to see that it's happening even in the video game universe. And I really do hope that it does get better, because I think what's concerning about this is that a lot of times people will block up and say, "Oh, it's not that deep. It's just a game, whatever, whatever. Oh, it's just a joke." But people don't understand that those jokes tend to set the foundation for the institutions that end up harming more people than it helps. And I think that this is one of those situations where it can do a lot more harm than it'll ever do good. And I think that Capcom not understanding the cultural zeitgeist is also a part of it. Because a lot of times, just moving away from the more uncomfortable subject, a lot of times I feel like companies don't have a very good finger on the pulse of like what's understood within certain fandoms and genres and things like that. For example, I remember watching a commercial on Cartoon Network that referenced Rule 34. And for anyone who's anybody, it's not just a rule in a book, right? As I'm sure you know, it's not just a rule in the book, right? And I think that a lot of times it would behoove companies to kind of have like a sensitivity team or just someone who can translate like between like internet speak and the real world, because a lot of times you'll see things like kids talking about maxing and things like that and mogging, and not knowing that those words often lead back to a culture, to incel culture and things of that nature. And so I think that it's imperative that companies like Capcom really lock in and really just like don't feed into this. Capcom has done a good job, as per the article, like besides what the article's telling us, Capcom hasn't done a good job, because what they've done in particular is like on their official Pragmata account, they have blocked people who have like AI'd Diane into certain situations, and so I'll give Capcom a hand for that for sure. But I think that in this case, this is a cautionary tale for companies to understand that selling to the gaming culture and understanding the gaming culture are two different things altogether. You know what I'm saying? And sadly, as much as the gaming culture does help to build the gaming business, there's a lot that's going on within the culture that needs to be fixed. And stuff like this is one of those things. But let me move on to another piece of news. Some better news. Best Nintendo Switch games that are on sale right now. For anyone who's trying to save money, here's what we got for you. Metroid Dread is now $40, 33% off from its original price. Fire Emblem follows in the same realm of $40. Same as Astral Chain and Bayonetta 3. I actually do want to play Bayonetta 3 because that's the only game I haven't played yet. I played Bayonetta 1 on the Xbox and I played Bayonetta 2 on my Switch. Yeah. But I definitely would love to get into Bayonetta 3. So this is going to be wonderful for me personally. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I actually played a bit of Advance Wars back on the DS. And I've actually been a huge fan of the series. Is there any game here in particular that you're interested in, Lizzie?
I feel like...
Or you probably played them all.
No, I don't get to play as often. Like, I'm more in the anime and like comics, but I do have a lot of people that I like try to learn about like certain things that are coming out. And Pokemon Legends ZA seems pretty interesting, and Bayonetta, because I keep seeing people bring that back up, and people are very excited about it.
Oh no, for sure. As someone who grew up on the someone who grew up on the on like not Metal, goodness gracious, sorry, Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry and things of that nature. Seeing Bayonetta and seeing how like it's a character action game like Devil May Cry, but the experience is like no other. Like it's wonderful to say, because when you get a character like Dante out, you just think there's no surpassing it, or even like making something similar that isn't a copycat. Yeah. But with Bayonetta, I think what makes Bayonetta so great is that they lean into the fact that Bayonetta as a woman is very much confident in her femininity and her sexuality, and that in and of itself birthed so much innovative gameplay, from the torture attacks to like even like her like using her witch powers and things like that. I think that it's super creative how they're able to get stuff like that off. And I know I'm very much off topic, but a little extra. For all my people who are more into like a lesser known series, we got Loop Hero, my friend Pedro. That is a game that I played back when I was a kid, like on the internet, and boy oh boy, was I not supposed to play that game as a kid. And then Streets of Rage, of course, is a certified classic for anyone over the age of 30 who you know, it hurts your knees when you get up. This is for you. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I think that I'm glad that these games are on sale because now more than ever, games need to be accessible. Next piece of news is going to be PlayStation Plus games for May. And so from what I'm seeing here, we might get FIFA. I don't know what this game is in the middle, and I don't know what that game is, but this looks like this might be Naraku Blade Point.
Yeah. Maybe?
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, wait. Let me see. This time around, we got, okay. We got Nine Souls and Wu Chang Falling Feathers. So this is probably Nine Souls, and that's probably Falling Feathers. And then, of course, we have, of course, we get a soccer game. Mm-hmm. Which soccer game is it? Is it FIFA?
I feel like it's EA. Wait. I thought
EA Sports FC.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, same here. I thought it was FIFA too, because like that's the only soccer game I've known.
Yeah.
And if anything, I'm just saying, with soccer being this popular, all I'm saying is, hey, maybe we can get the Bandai Namco boys together and give us a Blue Lock soccer game already. Come on.
Maybe.
Give us all the impact frames. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's watching right now, make sure to tag Bandai Namco and tell them Blue Lock game, we lit. Let's go. But if anything, I've never heard of Nine Souls before. I didn't know what the Souls like. I might have to check that out later on. But if anything, I am very intrigued. I've tried Wu Chang Fallen Feathers a little bit, and it's interesting to say the least. It's caught my eye a couple times. Have you played any of these three games?
Actually, no.
Understandable, because like they seem like things that would be in a backlog for someone. Like, not to say that they're not good, but I haven't heard anyone talk about, boot up that EA Sports FC 26. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like no one's coming to the party talking about that.
I mean, not gonna lie, I haven't heard somebody say like EA Sports in like since 2009.
Right, like with like NBA Street, NFL Street. Oh my goodness! If we could get those games back, who knows? But if anything, are you a fan of any sports?
I would say like basketball. Even though I don't watch it as much, and every once in a while, like it wasn't something that I recently, because I went to watch MMA fighting. I think that's pretty interesting. Ooh. I might get into it more, but it was something like, you know, if somebody asked me to watch it, I'll watch it. But like, I was like, you know, it's pretty cool.
Oh no, that's wonderful. I've seen some MMA, and like I personally, like, I'll be honest, I've been too spoiled by martial arts movies. Not to say that it's not real martial arts going on, but like I love the theatrics, you know, the flying around, the one fist ending a fight. But I gotta say, MMA is definitely a great sport. It's just that I personally, like, it's like when I hear martial arts, I'm just expecting like, you know, like a nice like Bruce Lee flick or whatever, not like wrestling moves. But like, I'll admit, MMA as a sports culture is so deep. But also, shout out Quay Jackson, yo, what's up? How you doing, my guy? You know what I'm saying? We lit, you know, I'm out here with famous people. We made it, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here with a celebrity, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
All right. The next piece of news. Call of Duty movie director previously called playing video games weak and pathetic. Now, the headline looks a little... The headline look a little crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? That's like if I'm a barber and I'm just like, yeah, cutting hair, that's losers. I hate that. Now let me go get this fade in real quick. But if anything, let's see what the article speaks on about this real quick. Earlier this month, Activision revealed that Peter Berg, set to direct the Call of Duty movie from Paramount. Ironically, when asked about military video games over a decade ago, he had some harsh words for fans of military shooters. Ooh, okay. There is there is a good amount of context here because in this case, it sounds like he's only referring to military shooter players, which in that case still is like, come on, son, like, I just like, yo, like, not everyone's trying to get in the field for real. I think it's pretty. I still think it's very unfair to call people pathetically weak for playing that kind of stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody trying to. I'm not trying to give my life up for my country. I got plenty of life to live. I'm trying to get old, start a bank account. You know what I mean? Drive a car. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But I was first spotted by Reset Era user Neat. Berg sat down for a long interview with Esquire back in 2013, fresh off directing the classic film Battleship. Oh, that was a good movie. When asked about war games, Berg was brutal and blunt, calling them pathetic multiple times. Pathetic, keyword courage. I can't stand it. The only people that I give a Call of Duty get out of jail free card to are the military. They're out serving and they're bored and they want to entertain themselves. Okay, maybe. Kids? I don't think that's fair. But also, I ain't gonna lie, like, also it seems like Berg has a habit of it's like, especially from the movies he directs, it seems like he has very much a habit of like being harsh, so to speak. Especially when we talk about like he was behind such films as Spencer Confidential, which was actually a pretty good film. For one, I got to see Winston Duke. You know what I'm saying? Winston Duke was amazing in that film. And then also he did Battleship, which I believe had Rihanna in there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
let me see real quick.
It's been a while. I can't remember.
Thankfully, that's all we got in it. You ain't gotta worry about that. Let me see. IMDb. Battleship. Top cast. Liam Neeson's in it.
Okay.
Yep, Rihanna was in it. Yep. There we go. I know my island queen anywhere. I knew she was in the movie.
The island gal.
The island gal, you know what I'm saying? Back to this, because I don't want to see the guy in his underwear. I don't know why he's in his underwear. But yeah, boom. So, if anything, coming off of movies like that, I can see why he himself would not be a fan of like kids playing war games, because in that case, I'll be honest, I don't know what you've experienced playing online multiplayer yourself, but I know when I've played online multiplayer, especially in games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, people talk very tough for holding a piece of plastic and you know, moving a stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's odd. It's like, it's crazy because I have friends who are veterans and things like that. And crazy part is, they'll come back, like the ones that, you know, like, knock on wood, don't come back, you know, like heavily traumatized from the throes of war and things of that nature. They're some of the sweetest people ever. So calm, so out of the way. You'd never know they know at least 6 ways to put you under the ground. You know what I'm saying? And it's so weird. Like, those people are so chill. Like, they're so down to earth, so relatable. But then you've got like Bobby Johnson in the 5th grade who just learned how to divide fractions. Give him a controller. Now he's Duke Nukem. Now he's Sergeant Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? It's so interesting how that disconnect works. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I see what he's saying. There's not much else to go through in the article besides the fact that Berg is correct that people should go out and do more. So it makes sense why he said what he said. But also, I can see why some people probably look at like director of a video game movie says mean things about video gamers. I can see, like, I feel like as much as it is the responsibility of people promoting a movie to not piss off the fan base, it's also the responsibility of, you know, companies that report on things to give a clearer headline. But of course, right, we gotta catch attention.
It's always the attention grab. They're like, you won't read it unless we put the attention grab.
Exactly. Next piece of news is that all the evidence that GTA 6's next trailer is nearly here. I'm honestly intrigued in this because I want to see how far they've gotten with this, especially given all the road bumps they've gotten into with just like hackers and leakers and things of that nature. So what we've seen so far, it's been nearly a year since Rockstar Games released a trailer for its upcoming open world game, Grand Theft Auto 6, and fans are getting restless and starting to do what GTA fans do best: speculate, investigate, and connect the dots to convince themselves that something's about to happen. Over the last 2 weeks or so, a growing number of GTA fans began claiming or suggesting that the next trailer will arrive in either the final days of April or the first few weeks of May. Well, let's walk through this GTA fan theory. The biggest reason why many fans are expecting a new trailer is that on April 23rd, Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, announced that its fourth quarter earnings call would happen on May 22nd. And historically, Rockstar has released trailers or made big announcements in the days leading up to an earnings call. I think that is very interesting and is a very good strategy because as a business, you want to make sure that you keep the shareholders' mouths watering to make sure they see that you're still worth the money they're putting into you. So that's actually a really good take. I like that. For example, the Trailer 2 dropped on May 6th of last year, and then on May 15th, Take-Two's fourth quarter 2025 earnings call happened. So honestly, it's good to see that there's a pattern of GTA releases, 6 releases so far. I just think that to use that one example is very much it's very discouraging because Rockstar also isn't very much known for the consistency. They'll make a game that's about like how to live your own American dream, but then they'll also do union busting. So there's some conflict there.
There's a lot of things going on.
Right. Plenty of things going on. But if anything, that's about the meat and potatoes of the article. Everything else just seems to be going over community developed theories, but we ain't got time for any of that. Next piece of anime news is going to be that Takeru Hokuzono's Kagurabachi manga gets a TV anime in April 2027. Oh, you're a Kagurabachi fan too? Yes, I found my people. Oh, my sweet nerdy heart. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm glad. Oh my gosh. How far have we gotten in the manga?
I would say I'm like halfway, so I still gotta catch up before the manga comes.
Girl, when I tell you that I'm caught up in the manga and the way it's going crazy. Like, I think what's amazing about having Kagurabachi come out getting a TV anime is that you've read Kagurabachi and as a you're a business owner, you're a podcaster, so I'm sure your wit is as sharp as a knife. So I'm sure you understand like the very much the anti-war sentiments in that manga, especially when talking about how like especially when speaking on like the idea of like weapons being used as a deterrence to the point like it's like a really good commentary on nukes without having to use an actual. It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, only instead of like giganto nuke robots, they're samurai swords. And I think that in of itself ties in very beautifully to Japan's history of war and things of that nature. So to have Japan be the backdrop, or to have like a 1950s-esque Japan be the backdrop of a anti-war sentiment soaked piece is amazing. And I think especially now more than ever, these are sentiments that we need to hear. And I'm so glad for animes like Kagurabachi and for even Spy X Family for their anti-war sentiments and exploring those ideas in a way that inform people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
Also, shout out to the. Mm-hmm.
No, so yeah, that's true.
Yeah, thank you. But shout out to the third person who came in. We lit right now. We're going over anti-war sentiments. Yeah, and here's the teaser trailer. We're watching it. You know what it is. Look at that. It's looking. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Let me stop. It looks so good so far. Look at the design. Oh my god. Okay, they're using motion capture for the combat.
Oh nah, that looks good.
Right? It looks amazing. And I think what I love most, one, the use of motion capture. Two, that lighting and the animation, even on like the forging, that's not AI slop. That's got to be handcrafted. And I think if anything, Kagurabachi is an anime to where if we had to wait, if they're only going to give us batches at a time, it's worth it if they can maintain that kind of quality. The lighting on the buildings, the way the car was driving by, and they only gave us a piece of the action, nothing magical yet, which is understandable. It probably takes a little more effort, a little more work. I'm wholeheartedly excited to see how that turns out. The anime will have a War Tour event starting this summer that will show the first 20 minutes of the first episode at various anime events. The War Tour will end in Japan in spring 2027, where the first full episode will be screened. Tokyo Keizai Online, the website tied to the finance magazine Weekly Tokyo Keizai, had reported in December 2024 that the manga was getting an anime adaptation at Cygames Pictures through a joint production by Cyber Agent and Shochiku. Both Cyber Agent and Shochiku declined to comment at the time. Hokuzono debuted the Kagurabachi manga in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine in September 2023. Shueisha will publish the manga's 11th compiled volume in Japan on May 1st. The manga has surpassed 22 million copies. 22 million. I'm sorry, 2.2. Moved to decimal place over. My bad. Sorry, almost lied to you. 2.2 million copies. So that is 2,200,000 at home, ladies and gentlemen, as of May 2025. And Monday's announcement revealed that the manga has now 4 million copies. So they did double in about a year. Oh, come on. Let's go. I'm honestly loving this so far. I'm so happy for this. And not only that, they're releasing the manga in print and they'll release the 7th volume on May 5th.
Nah.
Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Draco? Hi! Let's go! Oh yeah, I'm taking a shot of tequila to that.
I'm crying.
Off screen, of course. Next piece of news. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds game releases Like a Dragon's Majima for free DLC. Are you a fan of the Yakuza series by any chance?
Yeah.
Can we just be friends? Oh my gosh! Hang on. Let me show. This one. See this? Okay, is it?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The playing cards are so cool. I got Yakuza 3 Kiwami because I'm not missing out on the Kiwami. The Kiwami games so far have not disappointed. But I will admit, with Kiwami 3, the thing that breaks my heart the most is that I believe they took out a lot of sub stories, and one of the sub stories included a trans individual. So I'm like, Sega, I can't. Sega, I'm watching you. Sega, we gotta fix that, Sega. But all in all, I'm very happy for this because having Like a Dragon content in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds does open the door for more content to be made, for more content to be divulged into, and I think that's going to be great. Do you happen to play any of the Sonic Racing Cross World games, or
I haven't got a chance to play them, but I have a lot of friends that I watch their gameplay and they talk about it in their content. So they've been having a ball, it looks like, with the
understandable stuff like this. Why not? Let's see. But all in all, the game also added Red from Angry Birds with the Super Roaster vehicle. So you can also play as Red from Angry Birds, and they will also add Arl from the Puyo Puyo puzzle game series and her Twinkle Bayoin. That's actually pretty interesting. I can't wait to see those two added. Next piece of news. There is going to be a new Attack on Titan orchestral concert tour. It'll travel to 15 venues worldwide. The Wild Fairy Company announced Monday that it will hold an orchestral concert for the Attack on Titan anime franchise's soundtrack titled Attack on Titan Symphony from Paradise. or Paradise in this case, right? The concert will debut at Royal Albert Hall in London on October 17th. It will feature a total of 15 venues around the world. And here are the locations. We've got London, then we're going to Hong Kong on November 1st, Singapore from the 26th to the 28th, New York Carnegie Hall on January 10th, 2027. Fellas, lock that date in. You know what I'm saying? Take your lady out. Ladies, take your lady out. Fellas, take your fella out. Non-binaries, take your person out. You know what I'm saying? Take some. If you try, you know what I'm saying? It's free game. I'm trying to give them a free game right here. And then after New York, we got 2 stops in France. First in Paris, then in Lyon. Afterwards, we'll be going back to America in Minneapolis, Minnesota Orchestra Hall. Then we'll be going to San Francisco, California, and Davies Symphony Hall. Then in Los Angeles, then to Seattle, then to Berlin, and then to Texas, then to Chicago, then to Washington, D.C., and to end it all in the Philippines, in Manila, at the Theater in Solaire. Wild Fairy also produced a separate Attack on Titan concert tour titled Attack on Titan Beyond the Walls War Tour. The concert only recently finished its new United States run, which toured 18 locations from February to March earlier this year. So if you got to see it, tell us how it went, please. I want to hear all about it. I'm sure you've seen Attack on Titan. Okay. Is there a song that you would love to hear on this tour?
Sasai.
Sasai. That's a fire one. I'm not gonna lie. If anything, if they played the first opening, like with the orchestra behind it, I
would die.
Right? Just I'd live. I'd never need anything else in life. No food, no water, just that. Just play it in my ears and I'll never disappear. But the last piece of anime news we have is that a certain scientific accelerator's Arata Yamaji launches new Ryutagi. I'm not just gonna say Ryutagi manga. Let's see. So in this case, it looks really good.
You know, it looks entirely different from what he created. You know, have you watched a certain scientific accelerator?
I've seen a bit of it, yes.
Yeah, the style looks entirely different. That's what surprised me.
Very much. It's got a lot of grit to it. You know what I'm saying? The story is set 100 years after the defeat of mankind by dragons. Ooh. Humans have fled underground and fear the surface. One day, the food procurement team encounters a boy from the surface with the ability to defeat dragons. Okay, fairy tale with extra steps. Yamaji launched the Engaro, the Star-Eating Killer manga in Kadokawa's monthly comic Dengeki Daio magazine. In February 2024, Kadokawa published the manga's third compiled book volume in April 2025. The manga was canceled in August due to various circumstances that have led Yamaji to only be able to work on the manga intermittently. Okay. Yamaji ended the Kaibatsu Shonen Demon Boy manga in December 2022. Yamaji launched the manga in May of 2022. Kadokawa shipped the second volume in April 2023. Let's see what else. Yamaji began a certain scientific accelerator manga spin-off series about the certain magical index character Accelerator. Okay. If anything, this does look super interesting. I can't wait to get more information on this in particular. And hey, maybe it'll be like Gacha Cooter or something like that, because I like the design so far. I want to see where this goes.
It kind of reminded me of Hunter x Hunter for some, like the character that's in the middle. I don't know why, like the red eye.
No, that's perfectly understandable. It's very much indicative of a Hunter x Hunter type series. But if anything, that's the news. I know it took a little while, but with all this amazingness going on, hang on. Oh, you see, we got another piece of news.
Okay.
Oh, best reviewers. Oh, I don't know what that's about.
I think that's.
Sounds like it. If anything, shout out spam. One time for the spam. One time we got spam fans, dog. Who can say that? Who can say they got fans of spam? Come on, yeah. But of course, now it's time for the piece de resistance. The reason why we're all here. Lizzie of AnimeInkArt. How you doing, Lizzie?
I'm doing okay. Can't complain.
Of course, I'm glad. I'm glad you are. And if anything, first question starting off with this interview has to be AnimeInkArt. Where did the name come from?
Honestly, it was very random. Like when I decided to come up with a name, it was in 2021. I kind of went a little back. I was like, I want to sell. I don't know where, and then I found Redbubble, and at that time, you needed a name. You needed a name, and I was like, okay, what do I do? Because a lot of my drawings are anime related, and before I started coloring them for my art, I was like, anime and ink came from because my drawings are anime, and then when I do draw it traditionally, I go over it in ink, like graphite ink. So that's why I was like, art, and then I just put it together, and I was like, that's literally the story. I know it could have been something more extravagant. That's literally what my brain came up with when I did.
I mean, hey, like when you got companies like GameStop making billions upon billions in revenue, if the name works, it works. AnimeInkArt works well. It's simple, it's to the point, and that's wonderful. If anything, you like when it comes to the art that you do, you said it's anime art. What are some anime art? What are some animes that you did art for? Like, I guess, like, I mean, of course you're not like drawing for anime, but like, what animes like have you done art in? Like, have you done like Naruto art? Things of that nature.
I've done like My Hero Academia. I've done Mob Psycho. People like that one that I did. Oh, my boy Clutch is in.
Oh, Clutch! Yeah, no, I know Clutch. Yo, what up, Clutch? Oh my goodness, we gotta have you on the show. We gonna have you on the show, Clutch. I'm gonna hit you up soon because Clutch be energetic as hell, man. I love that guy.
We all love it.
Yo, Clutch is amazing. But I'm sorry, as you were saying, please, before Clutch.
No, but yeah, I've done My Hero Academia. I've done, and I had like All Might, and I've drawn other things as well from My Hero, and I've also done Mob Psycho. I've done from Demon Slayer. I've done from One Piece. I have like a Gear 5 that I did as well. People like that one as well. I've also done what else? In terms of my other drawings before AnimeInkArt, different shows, like random shows, I might say like Paprika, Dragon Ball Z.
I'm sorry, you said yes. What? You gotta stop. You gotta get out of my head. Oh my goodness! Not you doing Paprika? Come on, that's ball knowledge. Come on. That's the coach.
I mean,
coach.
Once I watched Perfect Blue, I kind of had to go and watch that, and then the rest is it.
Paprika was the greatest, trippiest experience I've ever had watching a movie. Yeah. Like the most I do is drink a little bit. But so when I was watching, I was like, whoa, what was in my food? I'm seeing Japanese businessmen fall off of buildings, and I'm seeing all these, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is coming off the tail end of like experiencing the nightmare fuel that was Paranoia Agent.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
yes.
What? I'm like,
So yeah, like with the what was it? With the Paprika, you know the scene where like everything was spilling over and like they were in the temple with all like the things that's what I drew. Why I decided to redraw that, but it was a mess. I'll show you later, but I drew that. Please
do. And like I because if anything, I think that in and of itself, like the fact that you like as an artist to just be able to just pick something out of the blue and just say, yeah, I want to recreate that just so I can have it on hand is great. It's amazing. And I've got to ask, as an artist, have you done? Do you do commissions? And if you do commissions, like what's been the most rewarding commission that you've done? Like maybe they didn't pay as well, but maybe you just did it and you're like, oh, I'm the shit because I could do that. I really drew the fuck out of that body pillow. Or I went crazy making that Shikamaru picture. What was the time that you felt super proud of the work that you did?
So yeah, I do commissions, and usually it's like I do a digital file, but if people want like, the print version of it, whether it's in the frame or not in the frame, I do that. As well as you can put it on merch if you want to. That's something new that I added. So a few years back, like maybe 2 years ago, I was at a pop-up and a mother and their child saw that I did anime. This is before I went to conventions. They're like, oh, you're the anime person in this random pop-up. And their son liked Rimuru from my, Reincarnated as a Slime. So they asked me, can you draw him? And also they wanted it on Tumblr. So I thought that was pretty cool because I always wanted to draw Rimuru. And then I got to put on the Tumblr. So that was one of the ones that I really like doing.
Oh, that's so cool. That's amazing. Honestly, I really like that. I guess if anything, another question would have to be, what is an anime that you haven't drawn from that you want to draw for?
Gachikura.
You haven't drawn anything from Gachikura yet?
Not yet.
Girl, I will commission you now. I will commission you for a chorus picture. What? Oh, we'll talk soon. The check coming in soon. We'll talk. But no, like that's so interesting. I would assume that, like, especially someone of your skill, because I've seen your artwork on your Instagram. I like to look around. You know what I'm saying? And especially the paprika joint, because I'll be honest, when you mentioned paprika, I was like, oh my gosh, she's mentioned the paprika piece, and that's one of I've seen. And when I tell you, like you gotta change your name to 4 times too, because you ate with that one. you ate, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you did. Like, y'all can clip that. Yeah, she ate. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that what I enjoy most about your style so far is that, like, you're so, like, you draw like someone who pays attention to detail. Oh, and I think that's very important, because as much as art is, being free and doing what you need to, but like you gotta be able to like plan that vision. And I think that's what makes your art stand out to me particularly, for sure. And I gotta say, if anything, besides art, right? Mm-hmm. You also are a talented cosplayer. I've seen some of the cosplays you did. I saw the Gachikura cosplay you did. That was amazing.
Yes. I've been back and forth, like before. I've been back and forth with art and that for 2 reasons. Because of all the things I decided to do. That's one. So the multi that 2. I took a little bit of a break up until like maybe a few weeks ago for like a month, just because I'm working on the color portion of it. So you are correct. Like, I really like detail. And prior to AnimeInkArt, I tell people all the time, I would be a magna artist if I could, because I like the black and white. I've been learning a lot when it comes to color, so I've been trying to fix the way I wanted to look at the end result, because I scan it and then I edit it digitally. So I always come across trying to fix the quality at the end. So that's what I've been trying to work on. So that's why, like, there's always like an in between. So I do the other content and I come back to that, and then I create when I can with the art.
No, that's perfectly understandable. And I gotta say, in that case, you mentioned your content, of course. I've seen your cosplaying content. When it comes to your art content, is it just you like posting the picture? Do you do like, like, hey, watch me paint this up real quick? Why don't you just make the Mona Lisa because I felt like it? You know what I'm saying? Is any of that as well? Because not just because the cosplay stuff's great. I just know that, like, I definitely, like, when I did do the search, I was like, I stopped at Paprika and the same move cosplay, so I was like, oh, yep, I'm here. I'm now. Text her now.
So the OGs know that, like, there's different types of ways I do with the art content. So in the beginning, it was like showing like the process with, like, still pictures. So like, this is like what looks in the drawing, then with ink, and then the final result. And then over time, before I really got into cosplaying, sometimes depending on the character, I would cosplay the character and then show the design. So I kind of did that with Gear 5. Like I did a whole transition with Gear 5, and then I was like, oh, here's the design. And then sometimes when I make merch with the art, I would do the same thing. Like it would be like a transition video. Sometimes when I back in the day, and sometimes now when I go to like conventions and stuff and I'm wearing the clothes, like I'll transition like me outside and then me with like the art and everything like that. That's kind of like what I do.
Oh, that's so cool. I guess if anything, another question would be, so you do content and you attend conventions as an art dealer, I'm sure. In that case, what has been your favorite convention to sell art?
So I've done I transitioned from pop-ups, and then I went to art shows, and then most recently, like in the past year or two, to try to do more conventions. So I've done like a few smaller conventions and everything. I think my favorite one that I go to it's a convention called Philly Otaku Fest. It's in its 4th year, I believe, and it's at the Cherry Street Pier. And the reason why I like them so much is because they're so welcoming. They're so welcome to feedback. Everybody is so nice, like when they go and everything. I never experienced like how some art, like sometimes you go to certain pop-ups depending on the crowd or certain conventions, and depending on how they feel about your prices or what you do, like they ask these like very weird, like intrusive questions. Like I don't get those vibes there. Most times they're like very welcoming to the art, and I always sell pretty well there. So I really do like that convention.
Oh, nice! That's lovely. And so you mentioned that you get intrusive questions and all that. Like I can only imagine what are some of the questions that you've gotten that like about like your art and all that? Like is it something like, oh, is this Naruto, but it's actually like Asta from Asta from Black Clover or something? Or like, oh, is this Pikachu, and it's really just like Luck from Black Clover or something like that?
So I will tell you one of the most awkward experiences. I was in a town here where I live called Flemington. It's not they don't have much of us.
Oh no, girl, you was in a snowstorm.
So
oh my gosh.
The anime pop-up was hosted by a Black person, but not everybody was Black. But all the vendors were great. But there was this one gentleman, it was a white guy. They came up to me and they were like, oh, how are you doing? Da 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 da. And they were talking about my art, and they were saying how like, oh, it's very edgy, it's very dark. Now I'm like, for me, it's like because I'm in between, like I traditionally edit and then I digitally edit and traditionally draw. I'm like, people always say like, oh, it looks like mixed, like you scanned it. So that's just like my little thing, like I know. But I was like, what do you mean by dark? Because I don't just draw like, I guess, bunnies, and so maybe for a girl, like maybe it's
right. Because as you know, women are obligated to draw rainbows.
So I was like, oh, well, I have this cutesy thing. It was like, I have one where it's like a bunny. It has like hearts like from the very beginning days. And they're like, oh yeah, even that's dark. I was like, okay. And then somehow it turned into like a racial thing where they asked me, because you know when somebody says, oh, you're a Black person, right? And then he went on for about 3-4 minutes about saying about police brutality and George Floyd. I was like, wait a minute,
sir.
And the way I am, I'm trying to figure out how to end the conversation, but I don't like to interrupt people back then. So I let it be. I try to be neutral, right? And they're like, oh yeah, have a nice day. And some of the people that know me from some other pop-ups we went to, they came to this one. They came up to me and they were like, are you okay?
Like I'm trying to break down the jump from like, oh yeah, this is some dark art to the prison industrial complex really doesn't benefit you guys, does it? Like, you know, That's an Olympic. Like he needs to be in the Olympics and like do the long jump for the U.S. Because that's a record leap in logic.
So that had to be one of the most craziest ones. Besides when I went to Thai Geekdom, this is when I was still trying to figure out my setup and everything.
Right.
I had a Rengoku design that I did, and I had it on a hoodie. I only had one at that time,
Ooh.
and before I learned not to put too much in my setup, if I didn't have enough of certain things, I put it on
Right.
my banner, like near the end of the end, just to show that I had it and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And
Of course.
there was one kid that like liked it, but like he like ran to it and he like went to go touch it, and the dad was like, "Oh yeah, that's Rengoku, that's the dope," and he took a picture of it and they walked him. Like, I was like, at least he took a picture, right? But I didn't know how. I'm like, you want to come to the table? It's fine. It's cool. Like, let me go. It's
But
fine.
you know what I mean? Hey, hey, you know what I'm saying? At least they're digging the art. But that's definitely an interesting tale. Like, I've been to many an art booth, and I think that what I love the most about art booths, especially at conventions, is that like I tell you, I've had no difficult time speaking to an artist at an art booth. It's great. It's great. I usually don't end up buying anything because I'm mostly just like in like
Yeah.
bare necessities mode. But like I always pick up a business card and things of that nature. And then do you do business cards, or do you like have like ooh, even see, ooh, so professional. Oh, I'm talking to a professional. Oh, but even more so about the honestly about the art anime ink art situation, right?
Hmm.
Is it just you, or is there a team behind you? How does that work?
So right now, like in terms of like posting and the show and like when things get done and everything or collaborations,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it is me, but like I don't have a team, like a dedicated team. But fortunately, like, as I've kept doing it, like, I get advice from people or I get help from people. And then shout out to Clutch, like he invited me for the Hidden Dream Village, and I'm part of his cutscene clan, so I'm getting a lot of advice from him. And like, he's helped me on one of my projects. I did like a in-person podcast, roundtable talk, and like he helped me with the edits and stuff like that. So that's kind of like, I get help here and there for certain projects, but I don't have a
Mm.
team to do like the 90% of what I post.
Okay, so pretty much it's all you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool. And then I guess segueing into the more of the anime part of this. As an artist with an eye for detail. I'm sure that you pick up certain things in animes and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
What is one thing that you enjoy about anime art, like art and
Yeah.
anime art direction in anime, and
Yeah.
what's one thing that you don't enjoy about how art's been in anime so far?
That's a good question, actually. Like, so what I think, what I think is like what they do well, and then what they don't do well.
Exactly. Yes.
Mm, I think with some of the shows that we praise, like Gotcha Kuda, like even Attack on Titan, I would say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Another honorable mention would probably be like Dandadan and Jujutsu Kaisen. I think like the detail, like like when they do it well, like the detail that they put in the movements, maybe like like facial expressions, clothes and stuff like that. When they do it well, that you can see every movement like fluidly. I think that
Right.
a lot of like animation studios, and they do that very well, or they focus on that the most. I think something that I don't like is like when it's not done well, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
probably like, I guess maybe like color schemes, or like, like they had the whole debacle with Mappa and Jujutsu Kaisen, or even if you
Hmm.
go to AOT. I didn't really notice at first, but I watched a video about it where people said that sometimes there were certain stills where you could still see like the rough edit of like a transition before it went, but you really had to pay attention to stuff like that. But I don't fault that on the artist itself. I fault that on the time that they give the artist. That's probably why people don't. When people complain about that, when people complain about maybe like faulty movement or like things wobbling, a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's not the artist. A lot of times it's like if you give an animator like 3 days to do something as opposed to giving them like a month and a half slash 3 months slash 4 months to do like maybe 30 seconds. Mind you, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of drawing for those.
Because all those frames, right?
Yeah, so imagine like in the terms of Mappa, like you're finishing it close to like when it's getting released. You can expect for there to be spots where it's blotchy or spots where it's not that much movement because you didn't give them time to cook. That's
makes sense.
Yeah, so that's the two things I would say.
Okay, and that makes perfect sense because we've seen firsthand what happens when you don't give animators time to do what they need to do. That's why like Seven Deadly Sins, their quality fell off and things like that, and that's why like and like the way Mappa keeps their content consistent, but like their animators never go home.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like So in that case, I definitely get what you're saying, and I guess in that case, that segues into my next question because you did mention you love black and white. And you did mention that you would be a manga artist if you would. What kind of if you like? Okay, so here's the scenario, right?
Yeah.
Ring. This is Viz Media. We need people to stop pirating our stuff, so we need some gas. We'll give you $1 million bajillion to get the manga off the ground. What is the genre for this manga?
Oh man. I guess I would say sci-fi slash action slash mystery. Like I don't know. I like mystery slash horror. I like those genres. Okay. And the detail. You know, I like it a lot.
Okay, yes, okay, we're digging it. So here's the idea we've got. So buddy cop, a ghost, works with an alien. See, I knew you'd love it. The guys back in the studio were crazy for the idea. So we're gonna call it. Wait for it. We're gonna call it. We don't know yet. What would you name a buddy cop film including a monster and an alien?
Oh God! Wait, I gotta think about that. That's gonna sound so corny. Ghost Patrol.
Ghost Patrol. All right. So it's Ghost Patrol. All right. And in that case, the next big question would be, okay, so Ghost Patrol, the manga about a buddy cop film featuring a monster and a ghost, right? Where would it be themed in outer space, or would it be themed somewhere on Earth?
I feel like why couldn't it be both? Like show like some up there and then some down there. Like I don't know, like you know, like the different perspectives, like what they're going there if they come here, and then what's the turmoil for the humans down there. Because you know, like it depends. Like if they're invading Earth, like how do they feel about going on compared to like up there? Because I kind of like that dynamic, kind of like what they did in Promised Neverland slash even like Down to Dawn for a short period of time. You know when they talked about like the alien, the alien with the milk, like what he was going through. That type of thing.
Okay. I like this. I like it. But it seems, well, from there, I think that the fact that you had that kind of idea in your head already. Sorry for the fake phone exercise, but like I think that the fact that you have all that in mind already shows, like, honestly, you'd make a pretty fire manga. Because I think that the biggest thing when it comes to creativity in general is that a lot of people have an idea, but they often don't see it as good unless it's like unless a company approves of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't get the reinforcement we need on the ideas that could actively change the world, and I think that that's important, and I think that's why I want to do a little exercise because I think that you could definitely make a fire manga for sure, and plus we're gonna say I'm a podcaster. It's my job to motivate people to do good stuff, right? And so if anything, say you make Ghost Patrol. The manga's selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And they have you, and they already did the manga adaptation and the anime adaptation, all that. Mm-hmm. You get to present at the Anime Awards for making this amazing manga that it solved world peace. Everything's safe now, right? The world is okay now. Gas prices are back to $2. Oh, don't worry, we'll tell you. We'll tell you soon, KJ. Yeah, gas prices are down to $2 again and all that. Who would you think as your motivation? Like who would be your inspiration artist-wise, for your manga work?
The creator of Fullmetal Alchemist, the same one that made Demons of the Shadow Realm recently.
Woo! I love a woman who supports women. Oh my goodness, that's what I'm talking about. But also, KJ Smooth, to answer your question, we are asking our illustrious guest, if they were to make an anime or make a manga, who would they think as their inspiration for making the manga? Pretty much we're just kicking it around, asking questions. Oh, hang on, wait, let me see.
I like that.
Yeah, he did. You see, he just want me. KJ can be in it. You got room for a side character, KJ. KJ has an amazing voice acting voice.
Awesome.
See, hey, we'll have your people call our people. Right? And I think it's super cool that you mentioned the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist because I, for one, appreciate once again hold on. I know it ain't J. Karama. What up, though, dog? It's your boy. We talking. I'm talking to famous people right now, man. You gotta text me, man. I'm sorry, Miss AnimeInkArt, or it's just Miss Ink.
You can call me Lizzie. No worries.
Miss Lizzie, the Miss Lizzie. But that's really amazing that you mentioned that specifically because if there's one thing about me, I love art with a message. I love art with a point. Art can be for art's sake, but especially the way I grew up, function matters just as much as form. Mm-hmm. And so to have art like Fullmetal Alchemist or even Demons of the Shadow Realm out that take genres and flip them on the head, you know what I mean? I think that's imperative to any long-standing work. There has to be that kind of challenge to the system. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I really do. See, they know ball. These guys know ball.
It is.
So see, there you go. See, yeah, it's the Miss Lizzie. There you go. Don't forget the the part. It's THE then Miss Lizzie.
No, it's literally.
See,
I need to catch up. I saw the first episode. I was like, oh.
Same. And I love, I'll be honest, I can't wait to see why there are helicopters in a rural village.
Yeah.
And then when the main, when homeboy, when the vendor man, he got the gun out, he's like, fuck, that. I was like, whoa, John Wick.
Yeah,
whoa, what's he?
I'm like, what did you do in your past life? What is going on?
Hey. I know one thing. I'm paying full price for his groceries. I'm paying full price for that guy's stuff. Let's see. Have I seen Mao? No, not yet. I definitely need to see Mao for sure. Please tell us about it while we get this interview popping. But yeah, no. Like I was saying, political things with a message matter, and I think it's great that you would get your motivations from things with a message, even if Ghost Patrol doesn't speak about the prison industrial complex or the arbitrary nature of criminality as we know it. I think the fact that you are motivated by art with the message is worth more than anything, really. And I think that's super great, and I think that should be applauded for sure. Speaking of which, there's your applause. But let's see, what is Jay saying? Oh, word? Okay, it's closely related to any action. We'll have to check that out. Well, I'll add that to the list right there. But if anything, I guess segueing onwards, I have to ask. It's an important question in any interview about anime. Top 5 anime in order.
Not in order. That's great. I'm gonna try.
Sorry, I don't make the rules. That's
always a hard question, but usually I bring up the ones that got me into anime more. So I guess I'll start with that. So I guess, dang, that's hard. Number 5, I guess, would probably be. There's a series called Read or Die. That was a.
Yo!
You know about it?
Oh my god!
I found my people.
You know, ball. Oh my gosh! I knew there was a reason.
Yo.
The movie.
Oh my god. Yo, when I tell you, every time I say Read or Die, people are like, "What is that?" What is that?
No, cause shout out my little sister. Love you, sis. Yeah. Like, she actually got me into Read or Die because she was reading the manga. And like, oh man, I'm an older brother. I'm a young dumb motherfucker. I'm like, oh, girls and reading. But like, I actually watched the movie. Dog, it's like James Bond with books. I'm like, the way Shorty was manipulating the paper. I've never been so happy to be wrong in my life. I've never been so happy to be wrong.
And I guess another one, number 4, might be, there's a series. Well, I guess I gotta put Trigon on the list, to be honest, especially because I just cosplayed it recently, so I forgot how much I enjoy the show. So I'll say Trigon for number 4. Number 3 would probably. Oh my gosh, that is kind of hard. Man.
So we got. Oh
my god.
So we went from 5, 4 to 3.
Which one would I put? Oh god. Oh, Samurai Champloo would probably be number 3.
Yes.
Everything
that I have, praise Lord. I know about my people.
And then number 2 would probably be Gurren Lagann. That's another one.
Okay, I haven't seen a miss on this list so far.
And I feel like Full Metal Alchemist. Come on, like number 1. It gotta be.
Come on! Stop playing with Lizzie. Stop playing with Big Liz, dog. Not the little one, the big Liz. Also, have you seen the remake by Studio Orange? I think. Are you talking about the Full Metal Alchemist? No, not Full Metal Alchemist. I'm talking about the Trigon remake.
You're talking about Trigon. I will admit I was a little nervous to watch the remake because I didn't think that it would live up to the original. But I might go back and watch it just because. So when I cosplayed, I decided to cosplay Vash, the Stampede, and I kind of had to do in between the old one and the new one because the wig looks like the new one. The costume is the old one. I was like, what? Sure, let's just try. And I saw clips from both of them, and I was like, okay, they kept his silliness because if people don't know, like I like to like try to match the character as much as possible. So I found clips of him on purpose to show the silly side, and I was like, because of that, I'm like, okay. And then I was reading the comments, and they were saying the only difference is maybe with the new one, they say he's a little bit more like his serious but still silly, and then the original one he's more silly but they still have the serious moments. I'll try to watch
Yeah.
the other one just to give it a chance because I was worried because of the 3D style and everything. It didn't feel like so.
No, that's perfectly understandable. If anything, I can say as someone who's seen the first episode of the remake, it is definitely worth watching. Okay. It's definitely a reimagining because they do tweak Vash's character a bit, but it's still good old Vash with a few adjustments. I'll say that much. And then have you played Guilty Gear or anything like that?
No, I've heard of it. I've seen people play it. I haven't played it.
I'll say this much.
Yeah.
Prepare to see a lot of if you've seen the art style for Guilty Gear, you'll see a lot of that in the newer one. Oh. And it's not bad. It's just you're gonna see it. Big obnoxious rectangles. Clothes looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Random scraps of leather out. You know what I'm saying? Prepare.
Okay. I'll prepare. That my brain just it went off when you said that. I was like, okay, I'll prepare.
Yeah, kind of how Soul Bad Guy has random wraps and belts and stuff. Imagine that.
Oh, I didn't know that they also did all the seasons of Beastar. Wait, that's
yeah. That's how you know it's good, because Beastar's animation is peak. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons. I don't know if the second part came out yet, but I watched up to season 3 part 1. So that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But no, honestly, that sounds super interesting. I definitely got to check out Beastars. I finished season 1. So I got to watch 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. But if anything, next question has to be. First off, amazing list, by the way. But the next question has to be, what is a cosplay that you are planning to do?
I'm glad you asked that. For some reason, I have to wait until after May 15th. I have to get a new car. After that, I have time to plan this. But I want to cosplay Higuruma and make Judgment for him and make a video.
You already got the cut, singing.
I don't the way my brain works sometimes when I want to cosplay characters. It's I'm thinking about the video behind it. I don't know if you've seen some of the cosplay videos I've done, but they're almost always some type of transition video to match the character. And every time I saw the episode with him and Yuji, and I was like, there's so many possibilities. Even just when he was slamming the hammer and he just came out, and then all the videos of all the I call celebs that cosplay Higuruma. I was like, nah, I got to this is insane. So that's the one I'm gonna plan.
You should definitely do it for sure. And if anything, hang on, you got an audience member that's voting for a Slam Dunk.
Oh,
have you seen the anime Slam Dunk?
I think I saw the first few episodes, but I know about the manga. I have to
so you're
I can check to see which character.
Just dye the hair red. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself a basketball. You can make it work. You can. I think Jay Crown's got a good idea.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure you're good at basketball already.
I don't know. I mean, I can dribble a little bit and shoot, but
tie. That's all you need.
But if I get a cameraman, because I live near Newark and they have the basketball courts, that might hit. Or if I ever go back to in New York and they have the basketball courts, that might hit.
At Rutgers Park, hey, yeah. Go to Rutgers Park, hey, just challenge random basketball players to to a game while you're in the cosplay. Just yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He also gave me another idea, but because I'm still trying to figure out my cosplays for Anime NYC and DreamCon, so that could work for either or. There's somebody that I know that may go to Anime NYC. They helped me film. If you saw the Def the Kid, there's like a Def the Kid video I did where I was like in
Yeah,
slow mo, and there was a Granny Secco where I was in slow mo.
yeah,
Shout out to my guy Yvette's Lawrence. He does amazing like slow mo shots. If he could, if I do for Anime NYC and I see him, it could, but we'll see.
Hey, shout out to that cameraman one time. Shout out to the cameraman.
Yeah.
Shout out to the camera. But no, that's a good idea. I'm telling. Hey, you just challenge random anime character to a game of basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really do the thing. Do the thing real quick. And then, you know, just make sure to tag the Cuban Linx. You know what I'm saying? You know, we
very good idea. Like.
Yeah, you know, we'll take a little credit. You know what I'm saying? But if anything, but no, that's an amazing cosplay idea. And if anything else, leading more into the cosplay side of things, what as a cosplayer, what are some things that you enjoy about the scene, and what are some things that you have not enjoyed about the scene cosplay?
Oh man. It's funny you ask that question because one of the questions I ask on my show is about like how we can support each other better and all that. So this topic comes up. So I think we do what we do well in the cosplay community is like how creative we are with like the ideas, the concepts, and like sometimes even like the variation of cosplay, especially like in the blurred community, because it's like even for the show like the Amazing Digital Circus, right? Like like the people's take on Bubble is amazing, or Ragatha, like using their own hair, having like this like Velcro type stuff for Bubble, like not just doing like the stereotypical like Bubble. They're like even if they do the Bubble, the makeup and everything, they try to look like whimsical, like bubbly and all that stuff. I love that when it comes to cosplay. I think the issue sometimes in the cosplay community is like recently I feel like it's people trying to dictate what makes you a cosplayer. People gatekeeping information about how to do certain things because they feel like said cosplayer is not legitimate. There's this whole debate about like whether you make your own cosplays or whether you like me, I buy my cosplays. Sometimes I started making a few things or I tried my hand at it, but I'm not like most people that foam smith and everything. Saying that it's not legitimate or forgetting that not everybody does it professionally. There was some discourse with a certain creator that was talking about like cosplay contests, saying that they don't matter, but they like professionally make people's cosplays, and it kind of just felt out of touch for the community because not everybody's out here trying to make money from cosplay. People are just doing it because they love it. That's my issue sometimes. Like people like trying to dictate what people should do when it comes to cosplay when we were made fun of for cosplaying. Like what even is the point? If you want to do it for business, go ahead and do it. It's fine.
For sure.
Or like do collaborations. Like I've been able to like be part of a cosplay calendar with a Black-owned business. You get what I'm saying?
Woo!
You know, so like it's possible to get those opportunities or get featured in things, right? Like whether it's on a small scale like mine, right? But they're very respectful of the community, or whether you get to be a content creator and then like get paid and sponsored to go places. Like it doesn't matter. Like everybody has a different goal. Like not everybody's trying to be a full-time creator full-time and quit their job. Like people still have side jobs while doing this. They don't have the time for professional cosplay, so don't judge them for that. That's my issue.
No, and that's completely understandable. I completely understand what you mean, because in that case, what matters isn't how you get there. It's how you arrive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like on the way there, two people could take two different ways. As long as you make it to that destination of this is my cosplay. Because what matters in the cosplay is that the cosplay is fire. And if you bought the cosplay, that'll make the cosplay less fire. If you made the cosplay, that'll make the cosplay as fire. As long as it's fire, and that's understandable. Like that should be what the culture focuses on. And I think it's heartbreaking that it's not the case. And I think that cosplayers like yourself and other cosplayers that are like-minded can definitely fix that for sure. Cause like right, like if like with any culture, right, what has to change is that core idea before like anything else ripples out, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that even if it means like forming your own space, or things like that, that's always an idea. But like like no, like that's completely understandable, and I think it's interesting that is the case for a lot of cosplayers, and I honestly hope it gets better for sure, because I know that I have some homies that cosplay, and they love it. They con crunch and they complain about it, but they end up loving what they make. And sure, they'll say, "Oh, this doesn't fit here, there," but we're just here to see the art, and you made your art. And hey, someone's got a problem, do it better, right? Someone's got a problem, pick that needle up, pick that sewing needle up, get it popping. You know what I'm saying? You got a problem, put the thimbles on, son. You know what I'm saying? Get the foam, put it in the oven, do what you got to do. Get the air drying clay, cause now like you know what I'm saying, because I feel like in any art form, especially an art form that produces a physical product, like whether it be music or cosplaying, like all that matters is who brings it and who don't. Mm-hmm. And so if you do bring it, that's cool. If you don't bring it, that's where there's a community there for you to work on your craft, write your bars down, write something better for the cipher. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As with cosplaying, like if you just didn't get the hair right on your vash, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna tell you, oh yeah, use the got to be, you know what I'm saying, to get your hair up there, you know what I'm saying? Use a little pick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get the kid and play going.
Yeah.
And like that's actually helpful advice instead of just being like, oh yeah, no, you don't know how to manipularly alter the your wig to keep it standing up for hours on end. Someone should have bought a large Hadron Collider when they were on sale. Oh, you don't know how to make a Vash Stampede costume by hand, and so you're buying one? Not only are you not a real cosplayer, that's a felony. That's illegal. How dare you buy things with money in America? Do you think this is just some capitalist government that runs on money? Come on, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I think that it's insane that has to be the case. All jokes aside. But I guess my next question would have to be, we've got so many cosplayers out here. What are some cosplayers that you would like to collab with? As you know, as the famous Cuban Linx Podcast, we may or may not have connections. We may not be able to get you where you need to. You know what I'm saying? Don't know about that part, KJ.
I would say, when it comes to like creators that like cosplayers that I would love to collab with, there's a good set. So shout out to RJ Hooks. He makes amazing content.
RJ Hooks.
I got to meet him at Anime NYC. I was very happy about that because he's one of my editing inspirations. I will say the way that he like makes.
Oh yeah, his shit's clean.
Yeah, it's very clean. And another person that I love their cosplays is Renegoddess. Is another
Renegoddess.
And
right.
Moonkiller 17 does
Moonkiller 17. Yes.
B-Doc is another one. She does a lot of like Fae inspired. She does a lot of collabs. So like B-Doc. Sometimes if you get a chance and you like because she does a lot of invites for that. So hopefully maybe one day I'll be able to do like a collaboration with her. And from the top of my head, those are like some of them, you know.
No, that's fire. And if anything, you know what I'm saying, Miss B, you said B-Stack, B-Doc?
No, B-Doc, yeah.
B-Doc. Oh, so Miss B-Doc, you know what I'm saying? If you open to, like a New York Fae, with the do-rag, like do-rag wings, you know what I'm saying? Like, like the wing with the do-rag cover, you know what I'm saying? And then like with like a nice like Fae fitted with the flowers around that, you know what I'm saying? Like I can get that popping, you know what I'm saying? Like word up, you know what I'm saying? Had like the Marlboro cigarette hanging out the headband under the you know what I'm saying? Like come on, like
you never know, man.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Or like even better, just like have like a nice like make the wings out of the NY fitted, you know what I'm saying? Out of the NY, like, you know what I'm saying? I might have ideas where I had the tea, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be out, hit the links up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who's watching right now, make sure to tag these amazing creators. And, you know, hey, we can get something popping, you know what I'm saying? Like Black Fade for real, you know what I'm saying? Like real, you know what I'm saying? But no, if anything, outside of like, I guess outside of like, you know, your anime, your art, I want to like in the announcement photos, right? I saw that you you like wore like some fits that like gave off more of like a Renaissance fair vibe. Have you ever been to Renaissance fairs?
I've been to one. That was like that was a while. Oh my god, I'm getting old. Sorry, but nah.
No, you good? I'm old too. I'm an old man. I'm ancient, dog. My cane's off camera. I use that to get up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still young, but I'm in my 30s, so it's like
Same here.
But it was I think it was a New York Renaissance Fair. I think that was in 2017 or 18. So it's been a while, but that was my first one.
How was that?
It was fun. That was the first time that I attempted to get, you know, like some of the booths over, like in the Renaissance Fair, you can get like the ears if you didn't already have them. So that's okay. Getting ears, but honestly, it's like one day I need to do like a fade look because like the past few years since I started AnimeInkArt, whether it's like all this stuff is happening in May and I can't do it or whatever, I've been able to draw like certain like original characters some days, but I haven't been able to cosplay. So like hopefully one day I'll be able to cosplay and then like get the ears and everything and then just
you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Any Renaissance Fair folks in the chat right now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hook the homie up, you know what I'm saying? She plugged in, she can get you a brand deal, son. What get some ears, you know what I'm saying? Let's work it out, you know what I'm saying? What up? Or even better, as a real smooth idea, like what if I had like the fake ears, but they had like earphones in them so you could listen to your music and all that.
Oh shit! I mean, hey, that would work.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, I take my I send you all the invoice for that. Don't worry, I send you an invoice for my cut. You know what I'm saying? That would be real fire. So you could really just like for one, you can like jam to music or whatever, or like, you know, like if you were at a convention and some like weird dude trying to follow you around, be like, oh, no sir, I don't have any change. What are you talking about? This is a Magna Stallion and walk away. I don't know you, Klay Thompson. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, fire. That'd be real fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if anything, I gotta ask. What's a good next question to ask, really? Is there any what's a convention that you have your eye on visiting?
Unfortunately, I couldn't do it this year, but I have to go to MomoCon at least once.
All right, MomoCon. So you hear that, MomoCon folks? You know what I mean? Making a boss call. Let my dog in next year. You know what I'm saying? I got the. You know what I'm saying? We'll handle the middleman and stuff. Just let her in. You know what I'm saying? We don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know why? Because well, they're very competitive. So maybe one day I'll get in Artist Alley wise, because only 20% usually get in every year. But because I had to get my car on the 14th of May. I have to put a down payment on that, so it was too much to like travel because MomoCon is like at the end of May, so I was like,
oh yeah, that's tough. That is tough. That is tough. I mean, I can only imagine how it is doing maintenance on the Lambo truck. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the Bugatti out of. Gotta get the Bugatti back from Europe and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I got that old true Honda and shit. You know the Honda.
Hey, why you playing? Yo, I was a Toyota boy not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days. You know, back in them good boy. Shout out to the Toyotas. They last forever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that Corolla. You know what I'm saying? From back in them days, man. All right. So in that case, the next segue is probably going to be onto I'm thinking something. Oh, got it. All right. So it's Jump's 150th anniversary, right? Been around forever, and they hit your line like, yo, Les, we need you to do some art real quick. We heard about your work with the Cuban Linx. You know, we're huge fans of their work, and so we know you fire too. So we need you to draw one of the big three. Which character in the big three would you draw, and how would you draw?
Let me think. One that I haven't drawn, because like I've drawn from two of them. I've drawn from because I'm drawn from Bleach, and then One Piece. I'm trying to think. I feel like I want to do Yorichi, to be honest. I have this weird thing where I like to do like yin and yang of characters. Like I did it for Mob Psycho, like showing him normally with his hands stretched out, and then in the back it said 100. But you know, like when he goes over 100 and you see like that random ass like black screen of him, like his eyes, I put it in the background. Like it was one of those. And
okay, balance.
And then, like, you know, like I forget, like, you know, when he goes over 100, it's like the rocks and everything. I did that, and then the other time I did that I liked personally was when Assassination Classroom. Like the one side was when he was evil, and the other side was when he's like just nice and happy, because you know his face changed colors. Like one side was black, one side was white.
White, yeah.
I feel like with Yorichi, I feel like I would want to play on like, you know, the lightning aspect of her and draw.
Ooh, and have that be the white part?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying, yo? Hey, see, look at that. We making art, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, ooh, it even better if it was like Yorichi, like with the you know, like doing the cat pose for the white part. And then for the black part, it's like her, like you know, like I don't know, like in the ninja pose with some, with some black one. Like, hey, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, that would work.
But you know, but of course, like not to speak over your thing, but yeah, no, like you know what I'm saying. I mean, I ain't no artist, but I know a little thing too. You know, I do my thing with the Photoshop. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I was thinking that, or even like, you know. Is that, or like have soy font somewhere in the background?
Honestly, that would be fire. Yeah, because like it would be playing on a dynamic that often isn't talked about in Bleach. So like, I think that'd be heat. I think that'd be really good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also, shout out to all 4 viewers. You know what I'm saying? We rocking steady. We rocking steady, dog. We here. Here. But if anything, I gotta say, I've been asking you all the questions. If anything, is there anything you wanna ask the big links? Anything you wanna ask me?
I was gonna ask them what inspired you to start the Cuban Linx Podcast.
So in that case, that is a great question, and that answer is pretty much it's like this. Same way you ain't see a lot of people like this at your art event. I don't see a lot of people like this, wearing this, rocking this, talking like this about anime. And a lot of times, I feel like that is a disservice to a lot of the anime community, because a lot of people, for one, don't care too much about the power scaling. A lot of people don't care about, like, who's a tourist and who's not. People just want to experience the anime that they enjoy. Because a lot of times that's what gives them the motivation to, you know, get through the day and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I know for me, like, it's through watching things like Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. It's through, like, watching, like, you know, like, Samurai Champloo and stuff that I really built my, like, persona and my personality and what I wanted to be. And what I wanted to be is someone who was able to, you know, just, like, leave their graffiti on the wall for other people to see. And this is my graffiti on the wall, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think, like, that's that's what I enjoy. I enjoy talking about anime. I enjoy talking with people. I enjoy I enjoy hyping people up, and I enjoy people being hyped up. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if my co-host Cell was here, he'd say the same thing. But you know, he busy doing his thing right now. And so yeah, like that's why the Cuban Linx started. The Cuban Linx started to, you know, uplift blurred voices and to amplify our own.
That's great. I appreciate what you guys do.
Thank you. Oh, this is what. Oh, don't tell you be watching our episodes. Oh my gosh, stop! I'm embarrassed. Oh my gosh, we just some little podcasters. We ain't famous yet. Oh my gosh. But no, thank you. Like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is what helps us keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning more about like timeliness and like, you know, just like making sure to get the artwork done. I mean, now you see, you the first person I made art for. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You got me motivated. You know, thank you, OG. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out here like cooking it up. You know what I'm saying? So and then besides that, I'm learning to like post more often. Got a nice little system going. After this, I'm gonna chop up some clips together, and then you're gonna get your own mentality clip. Was gonna be like all the funny parts of the episode and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's the plan. That's, you know what I'm saying? So all them funny jokes, you know what I'm saying? I did that for a reason, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, look, this is why I do it, and this is why I enjoy it. Being able to connect with people, being able to communicate with people, and stuff like that. But if there's anything else you want to talk about, any upcoming projects that you got, like, speak now for hold your peace, man.
Okay. Well, the main thing is on June 6th, for like the show AnimeInkArt Live Talks. I got accepted for a panel for like a first time convention. So so it's called AnimeInkArt Live Talks, an interactive podcast experience. That's kind of why I've been putting like the interactive questions lately, because one, it helps when I don't have like a specific content, but two, I'm trying to figure out like what questions to ask, because basically it's kind of like, you know, I ask people about themselves on the show, but I always ask about like what we can do better and stuff like that. And in my in-person podcast, it was all the topics that, like, you know, issues that we deal with in the community, or like things we want to talk about further, but it's not really about that in AnimeInkArt. We talked about it, like, you know, like women in the nerd space, like how we get a lot of hate, or like racism in the community. We talked about like the dub versus sub debate for a little bit, even, or like do we support indie comic people, and and they got a chance to like just talk about it and give input, and that was like the 2-hour long thing. But people after that, they were like, do you want to do it in the convention? And I wasn't sure, and then I just tried it out. I applied for Anime NYC. We will see. I do not know, but I am going to Anime NYC. I will let you know if it's for a panel, but I will make it there, you know, either or. And
for sure.
The podcast, the one that I got accepted to is called Capital City Anime Fest. So that's gonna be in Trenton, and that's gonna be on June 6th. So if you guys are in the area, definitely come out.
Come through.
Outside of that, there is one project that I will share later, because I'm in the process of working on it, but it's art related.
Okay.
It's art related, so when I get a chance, I'll be able to share it. And outside of that, I'm just trying my best to keep up with the content, and if you guys want to be on the show, and I've been doing that as well. And yeah, and I'm also trying to go to DreamCon as well, so if you guys go to DreamCon, I'll be there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's fire. You hear that? Hear that? Pull up to Trenton, June 6th. It's going down, Shane. Word out, it's going down, Shane. Come through. It's gonna be fire. Now, Shane, free hookah, we lit, dog. You know what I mean? But all in all, that's wonderful, and I'm so happy for you to have the opportunity, because I know I've done like one panel before, and honestly, it's a great experience. Just being able to jump on stage and just like really just like get to like have fun with the audience, you know, so really just have a good time.
Yeah, and One last thing. There's a convention in called AniTomoCon in Japan Village. It's gonna be on July 18th, and this is a little bit different, but it's still part of me because I share it. I work for a nonprofit called Critical Care Comics, so we give toys and comics
Ooh.
to the children at Jacobi Hospital in New York. But there's like 3 different chapters, and
Mm-hmm.
we've been trying to grow the New York chapter. So shout out to Manny Knight. He's the art curator for the convention, and I mentioned it. So we have a possibility to table there for the organization to talk about it. So if you guys are interested in like the like being a part, like volunteering with us, we'll be trying to table there on July 18th. So that's the last thing.
Well, that's perfect. So y'all here first, bro. Critical Care Comics. Give the comics to the kids, bro. Give a little homie absolute Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like let them find out early, dog. Like straight up. And if anything, you know what I'm saying, if y'all need a loudmouth podcaster or two, you know what I'm saying? I know a guy, you know what I'm saying? I know somebody, you know what I'm saying? But if anything, it's been a pleasure to have you on. Hey, I'm sorry. One more. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. You know what it is. Let's go. But
Thank
if anything, it's been a pleasure having you on. I could talk forever, but like I kind of ran out of topics. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a fine conversation. But if anything, thank you so much for thank you so much for coming on. Don't let this be your last time, and don't let your next time be your last time. You're always welcome to come through. And yeah, honestly, that's about it. And with that, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. All 2 of y'all still here right now, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for everybody who showed up. Shout out to the homie. Shout out Jay Karama. Shout out KJ Shmoove, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Quay, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all. Y'all really showed love, and I love that, you know what I'm saying? So if anything, from the Cuban Linx to you, peace, love, fuck
you.
ice, free Palestine, baby, we lit.
Bye.